Look, yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Got a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take your mama to the Marriott and belly flop. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, one in the hand, one in the bag, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can get, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can get. Better be all in there, you don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean. About the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, looking clean. Presents in and I'm alone. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Girl, get empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a whip by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on the meat on the morning, rats keep me up on the volume. I had a whip in my shoulder, you got the picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Tag on in the bag, man. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my, I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning. I had me some bricks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the folium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex so much. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Radios on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a bit by the morning. I had me some bricks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning. I got on a mint on pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the folium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. That's and goes. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash amount, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring it. Don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times 3, that's how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. That's and goes. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone, turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Get a Kleenex, but that baby bite this nose. I bite this nose. What's a link with till they explode?
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Rain put the stars out. Not a board the house. Get deported out. Booped out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling loud, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. My have an all white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove too on some bankroll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Seminole Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway and come back.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
On play action, now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And still fighting. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 14
yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. They run again with Hyde on 1st. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Hyde. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw is Taylor. And the Raiders have got him. Emmanuel Lamar in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Taylor. Buying time to his left. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Marquell Lee in there to get him for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon from 21 yards away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You're mine. Get down. Blue lady, 29. Go.
On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson first down Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, it's Taylor going deep here for Landry. And this is caught inside the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
White Monday down.
Carr gives to Rashard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
24. Hey, Raider 2.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Go, Chief. White. Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Raider 1.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arm.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, Taylor. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game, loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Third and long, it's Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is Richard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
OP.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. The fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Taylor on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Taylor. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Slow.
10th carry for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Taylor. And it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing now is Taylor. Steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Richard on the toss. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Richard. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the